Organisms and populations. 1. Dash is revered as the father of ecology in India. Ramdeo Misra. Ramdeo Misra. Ramdeo Misra. 2. Arrange the various levels of biological organization in ascending order: macromolecules, cells, tissues, organs, organisms, populations, communities, ecosystems, and biomes. Macromolecules, cells, tissues, organs, organisms, populations, communities, ecosystems, and biomes. Macromolecules, cells, tissues, organs, organisms, populations, communities, ecosystems, and biomes. 3. Ecology is concerned with which 4 levels of biological organization: organism, population, communities, and biomes. Organism, population, communities, and biomes. Organism, population, communities, and biomes. 4. Night blooming flowers are generally white. T. 5. Biome distribution with respect to annual temperature and precipitation is shown in diagram. I. Identifier 2F. Diagram. 1A desert, B. grassland, C. tropical forest, D. temperate forest. A. coniferous forest. F. Arctic and alpine tundra. Diagram. 1A desert, B. grassland, C. tropical forest, D. temperate forest. A. coniferous forest. F. Arctic and alpine tundra. Diagram. 1A desert, B. grassland, C. tropical forest, D. temperate forest. A. coniferous forest. F. Arctic and alpine tundra. 6. Ecology at the organismic level is essentially dash ecology. Physiological. 7. Precipitation includes both rain and snow. T. 8. The highest mean annual precipitation, MAP, is in which biome? Tropical forests. 9. The highest mean annual temperature, MAT, is in which biome? Tropical forests. 10. The lowest mean annual precipitation, MAP, is in biome? Arctic and alpine tundra. 11. The lowest mean annual temperature, MAT, is in biome? Desert. 12. Deserts have more mean annual temperature, MAT, than grasslands. F. 13. Coniferous forests have more mean annual precipitation, MAP, than temperate forests. T. 14. Mean annual precipitation, MAP, in tropical rainforest is 150-400 centimeters. 150-400 centimeters. 150-400 centimeters. 15. Mean annual precipitation, MAP, in temperate forest is 70-220 centimeters. 70-220 centimeters. 70-220 centimeters. 16. Our intestine is a unique habitat for hundreds, thousands of species of microbes. Hundreds. 17. Physico-chemical, abiotic, components alone characterize the habitat of organisms. F. 18. Abiotic factors that result in different habitats include temperature, water, light, and soil. Temperature, water, light, and soil. Temperature, water, light, and soil. 19. Biotic factors that result in different habitats: pathogens, parasites, predators, competition. Pathogens, parasites, predators, competition. Pathogens, parasites, predators, competition. 20. What is a niche? Each organism has defined range of conditions that it can tolerate, diversity in the resources it utilizes, and a distinct functional role in the ecological system. All these together comprise its niche. Each organism has defined range of conditions that it can tolerate, diversity in the resources it utilizes, and a distinct functional role in the ecological system. All these together comprise its niche. Each organism has defined range of conditions that it can tolerate, diversity in the resources it utilizes, and a distinct functional role in the ecological system. All these together comprise its niche. Each organism has defined range of conditions that it can tolerate, diversity in the resources it utilizes, and a distinct functional role in the ecological system. All these together comprise its niche. 21. Major biomes of India are shown in diagram. 2. Identify them. Diagram 2A tropical rainforest. B deciduous forest. CD. D coast. Diagram 2A tropical rainforest. B deciduous forest. CD. D coast. Diagram 2A tropical rainforest. B deciduous forest. CD. D coast. 52. Plants do not have mechanisms to maintain internal temperature. T. 53. Dash is a kind of exercise which produces heat and raises body temp, in humans. Shivering. shivering. 54. Thermoregulation is energetically expensive for small, large animals. Small, small, small. 55. In aquatic animals, the osmotic conc of body fluids change with that of ambient air osmotic conc. T. 56. Small animals find it very hard to live in colder areas. T. 57. Some species regulate only over a limited range of environmental conditions, beyond which they simply conform. Such organisms are called partial conformers, partial regulators. Partial regulators. Partial regulators. Partial regulators. 58. Every winter, thousands of migratory birds come from dash to dash. Siberia. Keolado National Park, Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Siberia. Keolado National Park, Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Siberia. Keolado National Park, Bharatpur, Rajasthan. 59. In bacteria, fungi and lower plants, various kinds of dash are formed which help them to survive unfavorable conditions. Thick-walled spore, thick-walled spore, thick-walled spore. 60. X. Of hibernation. Bears, bears, bears. 61. X. Of aestivation. Snails and fish, snails and fish, snails and fish. 62. Hibernation occurs in dash season and aestivation occurs in dash season, winter, summer, winter, summer, winter, summer. 63. Stage of suspended development is called dash and is seen in dash. Diapause, zooplankton species. Diapause, zooplankton species. Diapause, zooplankton species. 64. Diapause, hibernation and aestivation are strategies to escape in time. T. 65. Dash in North, South American deserts can meet his water requirements through fat oxidation. It has a physiological, biochemical adaptation. Kangaroo rat, North, physiological. Kangaroo rat, North, physiological. Kangaroo rat, North, physiological. 66. Kangaroo rat, however, cannot concentrate its urine. F. 67. Sunken stomata help to maximize water loss. F minimize water loss, F minimize water loss, F minimize water loss. 68. In dash photosynthetic function is taken by flattened stems. Opuntia, opuntia, opuntia. 69. Leaves are reduced to dash in opuntia. Spines, spines, spines. 70. In desert plant, C3, C4, CAM pathway is preferred because CAM, stomata remain closed during daytime. CAM, stomata remain closed during daytime. CAM, stomata remain closed during daytime. 71. Define Allen's rule. Mammals from colder climates generally have shorter ears and limbs to minimize heat loss. Mammals from colder climates generally have shorter ears and limbs to minimize heat loss. Mammals from colder climates generally have shorter ears and limbs to minimize heat loss. 72. Dash have a blubber below their dash. Seals, polar animals, skin. Seals, polar animals, skin. Seals, polar animals, skin. 73. Blubber is a thick layer of fat, 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 fat. 74. Marine fish at depth show a wide array of physiological adaptations. F they show biochemical adaptations, F they show biochemical adaptations, F they show biochemical adaptations. 75. Rotang passes near Manali and Leh. T. 76. Symptoms of altitude sickness are nausea, fatigue, and heart palpitations, nausea, fatigue, and heart palpitations, nausea, fatigue, and heart palpitations. 77. Body acclimates to low oxygen at high altitudes by increasing RBC production, decreasing binding affinity of hemoglobin, and increasing breathing rate, increasing RBC production, decreasing binding affinity of hemoglobin, and increasing breathing rate, increasing RBC production, decreasing binding affinity of hemoglobin, and increasing breathing rate. 78. X of an animal having a behavioral response to change, abiotic, in the environment is desert lizards, desert lizards, desert lizards. 79. Dash bask in the sun and move to shade according to a change in body temperature. Desert lizards, desert lizards, desert lizards. 80. Group of individuals resulting from asexual representative is not considered a population. F. 81. A representation of age pyramids for the human population is shown in diagram Q. Name the types of pyramid A, B and C. Diagram. 4A. Expanding. B. Stable. C. Declining. Diagram. 4A. Expanding. B. Stable. C. Declining. Diagram. 4A. Expanding. B. Stable. C. Declining. 82. Natural selection operates at the organism, population level. Population. 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 83. Population ecology links the ecology of dash and dash, population genetics and evolution, population genetics and evolution, population genetics and evolution. 84. Carrot grass scientific name is Parthenium hysterophorus, Parthenium hysterophorus, Parthenium hysterophorus. 85. Population is always counted in numbers. F. 86. Population density of carrot grass is more than a banyan tree in a forest. T. 87. The most appropriate measure of population density is biomass, no of organisms. No of organisms. No of organisms. No of organisms. 88. Dash cranes are found in Bharatpur wetlands. Siberian. 89. The tiger census in our dash and dash is often based on National Park, Tiger Reserve, pug marks and fecal pellets, National Park, Tiger Reserve, pug marks and fecal pellets, National Park, Tiger Reserve, pug marks and fecal pellets. 90. Natality means number of births during a given period, number of births during a given period, number of births during a given period. 91. Immigration is the number of individuals who left the habitat. F it is emigration, F it is emigration, F it is emigration. 92. Exponential growth is arithmetic, geometric growth. Geometric. 93. In dn, dt equals Rn, R is called intrinsic rate of natural increase. Intrinsic rate of natural increase. Intrinsic rate of natural increase. 94. R value for Norway rat. 0.015. 0.015. 0.015. 95. R value for flower beetle. 0.12. 0.12. 0.12. 96. In 1981, R value for the human population in India was 0.0205. 0.0205. 0.0205. 97. Exponential growth curve is dash shaped. J. 98. A is called dash number and is the base of dash. Its value is dash, Euler, natural logarithm, 2.718 Euler, natural logarithm, 2.718 Euler, natural logarithm, 2.718. 99. Elephant is a slow-growing animal. T. 100. Population growing in a habitat with limited resources show phases. Lag phase, phase of acceleration, phase of deceleration, asymptote. Lag phase, phase of acceleration, phase of deceleration, asymptote. Lag phase, phase of acceleration, phase of deceleration, asymptote. 101. This type of population growth in limited resources is called dash logistic growth. Verhulst-Pearl. 102. Logistic growth curve is dash shaped. S sigmoid. 103. The logistic growth equation is dn dt equals n, kn, k, dn, dt equals n, kn, k, dn, dt equals n, kn, k. 104. Mu, Darwinian fitness, means high, R, value. T. 105. Organisms which breed only once in life. Pacific salmonfish, bamboo. Pacific salmonfish, bamboo. Pacific salmonfish, bamboo. 106. Large no of small-sized offspring are produced by oysters, pelagic fishes. Oysters, pelagic fishes. Oysters, pelagic fishes. 107. For any species, the minimal requirement is one more species on which it can feed. T. 108. A plant species can survive alone as they make their own food. F. 109. In nature, animals, plants, and microbes do not and cannot live in isolation. T. 110. Both species lose in competition. 111. X of interactions in which one species is benefited and other is not. Predation, parasitism, commensalism. Predation, parasitism, commensalism. Predation, parasitism, commensalism. 112. Interacting species live closely together in which type of population interaction? Predation, parasitism and commensalism. Predation, parasitism and commensalism. Predation, parasitism and commensalism. 113. Herbivores are also predators. T. 114. Assigning a plus sign for beneficial interaction, sign for detrimental and O for neutral interact. Possible outcomes of interspecific interactions are given in the table. Identify the missing interactions. A right pointing arrow plus, B right pointing arrow competition, C right pointing arrow, D plus, A right pointing arrow 0, F commensalism. A right pointing arrow plus, B right pointing arrow competition, C right pointing arrow, D plus, A right pointing arrow 0, F commensalism. A right pointing arrow plus, B right pointing arrow competition, C right pointing arrow, D plus, A right pointing arrow 0, F commensalism. 115. Sparrow eating a seed is a predator. T. 116. Dash act as conduits for energy transfer across trophic levels. Predation. 117. Predators keep prey population under control. T. 118. Dash was introduced in Australia in early year and became invasive. Prickly pear cactus, 1920. Prickly pear cactus, 1920. Prickly pear cactus, 1920. 119. It was brought under control by introducing ability of predator to regulate prey population, ability of predator to regulate prey population, ability of predator to regulate prey population. Question 120. Biological control methods in agricultural pest control are based on ability of predator to regulate prey population, ability of predator to regulate prey population, ability of predator to regulate prey population. 121. Predators have no function in maintaining the species diversity in a community. F. 122. Predator might lead to the extinction of species. T. 123. In the rocky intertidal communities of the starfish is an important predator. American Pacific Ocean, Pisasta. American Pacific Ocean, Pisasta. American Pacific Ocean, Pisasta. 124. More than no species of vertebrates, invertebrates disappeared after removing starfish due to 10. Invertebrates, interspecific competition. 10. Invertebrates, interspecific competition. 10. Invertebrates, interspecific competition. 125. Why are predators prudent? On overexploitation, the prey might become extinct and following it, the predator will also become extinct due to lack of food. On overexploitation, the prey might become extinct and following it, the predator will also become extinct due to lack of food. On overexploitation, the prey might become extinct and following it, the predator will also become extinct due to lack of food. 126. And are cryptically colored. Frogs and insects. Frogs and insects. Frogs and insects. 127. Is highly distasteful to its predator. Monarch butterfly. Monarch butterfly. Monarch butterfly. 128. Butterfly acquire this distasteful chemical during its stage by feeding on caterpillar stage, poisonous weed. Caterpillar stage, poisonous weed. Caterpillar stage, poisonous weed. 129. Nearly 25% of all arthropods are phytophagous. F insects would come instead of arthropods, F insects would come instead of arthropods, F insects would come instead of arthropods. 130. Are the most common morphological means of defense. Thorns. 131. X of plants which have thorns. Acacia, cactus. Acacia, cactus. Acacia, cactus. 132. Calotropis produce highly poisonous cardiac glycosides. Cardiac glycosides. Cardiac glycosides. 133. X of chemicals produced by plants for defense but extracted commercially: nicotine, caffeine, quinine, strychnine, opium, nicotine, caffeine, quinine, strychnine, opium, nicotine, caffeine, quinine, strychnine, opium. 134. Quinine is used to treat malaria. 135. Strychnine is an alkaloid. T. 136. It is used to kill pests. T. 137. According to Darwin, intraspecific competition is a potent force in organic evolution. Interspecific competition. 138. In South American lakes, and compete for their common food, i.e. Flamingos and fishes, zooplankton. Flamingos and fishes, zooplankton. Flamingos and fishes, zooplankton. 139. Resources need to be limited for competition to occur. F. 140. Define competition. Process in which R is decreased due to the presence of other species. Process in which R is decreased due to the presence of other species. Process in which R is decreased due to the presence of other species. 141. The dash in Galapagos Islands became extinct when dash were introduced. Abingdon tortoise, goats. Abingdon tortoise, goats. Abingdon tortoise, goats. 142. Abingdon tortoises, however, had greater browsing efficiency than goats. F. 143. Barnacles are arthropods, mollusks, annelids. Arthropods. 144. Barnacles are insects, crustacea. 145. Superior barnacle was dash which excludes the smaller barnacle dash. Balanus, Chaetamalis. 146. Dash did his field experiments on the rocky sea coast of dash on a barnacle. Cornell, Scotland. 147. Carnivores are more affected by competition than herbivores and plants. F. Herbivore and plants are more affected than carnivore. F. Herbivore and plants are more affected than carnivore. F. Herbivore and plants are more affected than carnivore. 148. Two closely related species competing for the same resources cannot coexist indefinitely, and the competitively inferior one will be eliminated eventually. This statement is called Gauss's competitive exclusion principle. 149. Species evolve mechanisms to promote coexistence instead of exclusion. T. 150. Dash showed that 5 closely related species of warblers avoided competition due to behavioral differences in dash activities. This mechanism is called McArthur, foraging, resource partitioning. 151. Host and parasite tend to coevolve. T. 152. Loss of the digestive system is seen in parasites. T. 153. Adaptations found in parasites are: adaptations found in parasites, I. Loss of unnecessary sense organs, or suckers to cling, E. Presence of adhesive onto the host, E. Loss of reproductive capacity digestive system, IV, high. Adaptations found in parasites, I. Loss of unnecessary sense organs, or suckers to cling, E. Presence of adhesive onto the host, E. Loss of reproductive capacity digestive system, IV, high. Adaptations found in parasites, I. Loss of unnecessary sense organs, or suckers to cling, E. Presence of adhesive onto the host, E. Loss of reproductive capacity digestive system, IV, high. 154. X. Of a trematode parasite. Human liver fluke. 155. The intermediate hosts of the liver fluke are snail and fish. 156. Vector of the malarial parasite is mosquito. 157. X. Of ectoparasites are dash on humans and dash on dogs. Lice, ticks. 158. Many marine, freshwater fishes are infested with endoparasite copepods. Marine, ectoparasite. 159. Copepods belong to class dash and phylum dash. Crustacea, Arthropoda. 160. X. Of parasitic plant. Cuscuta. 161. Cuscuta don't have leaves and chlorophyll. T. 162. Female mosquito is a parasite for humans. F. 163. Why is the female mosquito not considered a parasite? It needs blood for reproduction and not for nutrition. A parasite is an organism that depends on other host organisms for its survival. It needs blood for reproduction and not for nutrition. A parasite is an organism that depends on other host organisms for its survival. It needs blood for reproduction and not for nutrition. A parasite is an organism that depends on other host organisms for its survival. 164. The life cycle of ectoparasites is more complex. Endoparasites. 165. Brood parasitism is seen between dash and dash, cuckoo, crow. 166. In this, the crow is a parasite host. 167. Their breeding season is between dash to dash. Spring to summer. 168. Dash grows as an epiphyte on a dash branch. Orchids, mango. Orchids, mango. 169, grows on the back of the whale. Barnacles. 170. Classical X of commensalism seen in farmed rural areas is cattle egret and grazing cattle. Cattle egret and grazing cattle. Cattle egret and grazing cattle. 171. Sea anemone host which get protected due to on the sea anemone. Clownfish, stinging tentacles. Clownfish, stinging tentacles. Clownfish, stinging tentacles. 172. Mutualism between which species is shown in diagram. 5. Identify A and B. Diagram. 5. Mutual relationship between fig tree and wasp. A. Fig flower is pollinated by wasp. B. Wasp laying eggs in the fig fruit. Diagram. 5. Mutual relationship between fig tree and wasp. A. Fig flower is pollinated by wasp. B. Wasp laying eggs in the fig fruit. Diagram. 5. Mutual relationship between fig tree and wasp. A. Fig flower is pollinated by wasp. B. Wasp laying eggs in the fig fruit. 173. Association between fungus and cyanobacteria can be called lichen. T. 174. Lichen can form between fungus and non-photosynthesizing algae. F. 175. Mycorrhiza is between and . Fungi and higher plant. Fungi and higher plant. Fungi and higher plant. 176. Plants provide to fungi. Energy yielding carbohydrates. Energy yielding carbohydrates. Energy yielding carbohydrates. 177. Fungi help in absorption of essential nutrients. Absorption of essential nutrients. Absorption of essential nutrients. 178. Most spectacular and evolutionarily fascinating examples of mutualism are found in relationship, plant-animal, plant-animal, plant-animal. 179. Plant pay fees in the form of or for pollinators and for seed dispersed. Pollen, nectar, juicy and nutritious fruits, pollen, nectar, juicy and nutritious fruits, pollen, nectar, juicy and nutritious fruits. 180. Plant-animal interactions often involve coevolution. T. 181. Fig is pollinated by wasp. 182. Female wasps use fruit as an oviposition egg-laying site. Oviposition egg-laying site. Oviposition egg-laying site. 183. Fig even offers some as food for the larvae. Developing seeds. Developing seeds. Developing seeds. 184. Wasp pollinated the fig inflorescence while searching for suitable egg-laying sites. Egg-laying sites. Egg-laying sites. 185. Show a bewildering diversity of floral patterns. Orchids. 186. Orchids are pollinated by bees and bumblebees. Bees and bumblebees. Bees and bumblebees. 187. All orchids offer rewards. F. 188. The orchid named employs sexual deceit to get pollination done. Mediterranean orchid, Ophrys. Mediterranean orchid, Ophrys. Mediterranean orchid, Ophrys. 189. One of its flower bears an uncanny resemblance to the female of the bee in . Petal size, color, and markings. Petal size, color, and markings. Petal size, color, and markings.